It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 5.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second and 5.
Come on. It's 19.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Ready?
Got his man in stride, complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. And a point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
79 Broncos.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cannon. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Looking to put a drive together.
60 Eagles.
Throwing to start the drive. Covington. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat for the 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
70 Lions. 60, Panthers 60. Panthers 60.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And hard running's going to get it over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Lions.
Looking to throw. Covington. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the 1st. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Panther 11. Pick Cougar 19.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 45 yards. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. He's going to look downfield for Barkley. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on.
Operating from the gun, Cannon. And he's got his big tight end here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he's got his man on the out route. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Viking, 18. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun, Cannon. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Ready.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Detroit.
Ready. Let's go. Mustang 19. Ready.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he edges forward and only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Let's go now. Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Ready.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
60 average. 60 average.
Second and 2. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 10 yards out. And the Lions are able to add on to that lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
A point after, good by Groupie. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Cannon. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are back within a score. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling,
well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Hawk 7, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing to start the drive. Cannon. And caught by Cameron right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Get up! 70 Lions! Get up!
They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Second and 12.
Deputy! Viking 18! Cowboy!
And now an audible here into something else. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cannon. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's 4th down.
Broke, you know good and damn well I'm not playing on no fucking Wi-Fi. Don't come over here with that shit.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
There he goes left side. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So here's a 3rd and 14.
3rd down.
Back to throw. Cannon. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Ready? 70 Lions. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Looking to throw. Cannon. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past across midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
On the ball now. On the ball.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. 36 yards on the play.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Gibbs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Come on, come on. Hawk 70, Hawk.
Back to throw. Covington. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Lions continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. A point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Eagles 17.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go. Steady.
They'll start out on the ground with Saquon Barkley. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down. Cannon. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
19, 18.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8.
19, Tiger. 18, Pioneer. Ready,
Operating from the gun, Cannon. And he fires one incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Okay,
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
here we go. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cannon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
At the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw, Cannon. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready. Go street. Let go.
Up the middle with Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Back to throw, Cannon. Throw left side complete. That's Becker. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
At the 40-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Bronco 80. Ready.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
2nd and 13. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Facing challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Ready, ready. Let's go.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Looking to throw. Cannon. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault.
Boy.
Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So now then the penalties got them set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready?
Barkley inside handoff. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. Shot.
Quick throw complete. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From a yard out. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Groupie for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
Let's go now.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Cougar 19.
At the 30-yard line.
A handoff, Barkley running left. Now the ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And some room to roam now.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
60 by 6. Go.
Following the fumble recovery, Covington. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They call it no gain there on the 1st down play. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Stephanie. Let go.
Back to throw. Covington. He's got it to Williams. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing run-and-done scenario in these playoffs. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
He was brought down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. 2nd and 4. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Grupe able to add the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Here we go, here we go.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up second and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Cannon. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Becker. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Cannon. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Back. Hawk 70. Chop 60. Chop 60.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is third and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check, 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 check. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Cannon.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Cannon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop this quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
70 Lions, 79 Broncos.
Operating from the gun. Cannon. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Ready,
looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Back to throw. Covington. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A CD there up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss. Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 6.
Ready, ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Cannon. He finds his man. Complete. It's Becker. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
1st and 10
18
at the 20-yard line.
Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Cannon. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. And now they'll shift things around.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
You gonna get that Vincent got a ball, boy, one way or another, huh?
With his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
An even 100 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Lions stay